It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, Hoops fans. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny, the Jet, the champion, Smith, and Shaquille, the Diesel, the champion several times, O'Neal. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson.
I never want to waste your time. My life, so precious, is yours, is mine.
We're at the jam-packed Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And New York, looking at who they've got. Brook Lopez is out there with Jabari Parker. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Teague. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. Here's Teague. Off the mark with the little step back Johnny. And one strength break that this Knicks team has enjoyed the last couple of years has been their ability to win the rebounding game.
And that's back-to-back seasons, Kevin, in the top 10 for rebounding in terms of the Knicks. And it was something they wanted to improve upon starting a few years ago. They've changed their rebounding trouble into a big asset moving forward.
It's Redick on the wing. Parker, right side, clock at 4. And the dunk by Parker.
Oh, I like the craftiness of Parker at finding ways to get into the lane, always looking to punch it down.
Redick against DeRozan. Gay in the corner, shoots the 3. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Lopez, a screen on Conley. Teague against Conley. Out to Parker. 5 on the clock. Lopez, a screen on Pachulia. Here's Parker. Rebound, Brooklyn, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
They needed to make a few runs, but it just never happened for them. And when you can't string things together, it's tough sledding. It's a tough way to go.
Pachulia, good.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Parker kicks to Redick. There's the dish to Lopez. And Brook Lopez, one of the Lopez twins, 2 7-footers who were both drafted out of Stanford in 2008.
Yeah, and Brook went 10th, Kevin. Robin went 15th. That might be the best combined draft order of brothers in the history of the league. I mean, they've both become quality starting centers in the NBA. Brook more of an offensive player. Robin more of a Velcro kind of guy.
Conley dishes to DeRozan. No good, shot missing. Great D that time from Redick. Here's Butler. Parker passes to Butler. Outside Teague. Feeds it to Lopez. Over Pachulia, and Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Teague.
Terrific awareness from the savvy point guard. Jeff Teague is excellent at getting the ball to the open man.
Nets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Picked by Randolph. Conley against Teague. Now here's DeRozan. Tight defense on him. A shot by Randolph. Nobody around. Misses the 3. Teague against Conley. There's the screen. Lopez a screen. Redick with the three. Here's Parker. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for two.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
Conley kicks to Gay. Pachulia sets a screen for Gay. Here's DeRozan. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. T. And no good that time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Knicks out front, up by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue.
I think I'll forever be associated.
There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
And listen, I have the utmost respect for J.J. and Coach K and what they've done there. And listen, you could be known for a lot worse things in your life and haven't gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about where he's been, Kevin. I think it's about where he's going and what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
And you know what, Greg? It looks like they have an advantage there. I mean, I liked how they've made an effort, really a concentrated effort, to hit that glass.
And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Jimmy Butler. Brook Lopez is out there with Jabari Parker. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Teague in at the point. We know that getting to the free throw line is almost a skill unto itself, Clark. Which players are elite in your mind in their ability to draw contact?
Well, Kevin, one of the first guys that comes to mind is James Harden, and Russell Westbrook would be another. So good at attacking the defense, putting their bodies into the defender, and because of that, they make it hard for the defenders to guard them without fouling. But those two guys come to mind right away in having that skill of drawing fouls.
For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to the Bulls.
A poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Well, the effort plainly was not there. I mean, they often settled for tougher, lower percentage shots, and that makes it hard to win.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Well, there haven't been many misses at the line for this group of players. This is how the shooting guards around the league stack up when it comes to free throw shooting in the past 10 games. Second, Jimmy Butler. The fourth spot held by DeMar DeRozan.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the two-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
Yeah, I don't care what their position is, guys. I mean, they deserve a bunch of credit for those numbers. Each one of them is just so clutch at the foul line.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Got that one up quick. Gay's got his second basket of the night.
And this is an area where Gay is especially dangerous. A terrific mid-range scorer.
Lopez, a screen on Conley. Screen by Parker. He feeds it to Butler. Good work defensively by Gay.
Boy, the defense was great. Superb, stellar, platinum level. Can't really contest that shot any better than that.
And Nets coach Kenny Atkinson, before taking over in Brooklyn, a key assistant in Atlanta under coach Mike Budenholzer.
Yeah, and you talk about the Spurs coaching tree. There are a lot of good branches on that tree, boy. Budenholzer spent almost 2 decades in San Antonio. Now his assistant in Atlanta, Kenny Atkinson, is the head coach in Brooklyn.
Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. He dishes it to Gay, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, and Gay's skilled really at drawing contact. Doesn't back away from it, especially when he's shooting.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
And both free throws good for Gay.
And when you watch Rudy Gay out there on the court, you see just why he's always been a solid scorer in our league. I mean, any situation, any type of offense, he can find a way to get points, and really one of the more underrated players we have in our league.
And Lopez gets it to go.
Oh, he is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
It's Gay on the way. Pachulia dishes to Gay. The shot will not fall. Some solid defense from Butler. And with Rudy Gay, scoring Greg has never been a problem for him, has pretty much had the same level of production his entire career.
Yeah, and if you say that about some players, it's considered an insult, but it's a good thing for Gay. Usually we'll shoot in the mid-40s for his field goal percentage, and solid at that small forward position. Also a great ISO game.
.15 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Teague, the pass to Butler. Lopez right side over Pachulia. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And it's 9 points for Brook Lopez.
Just because Lopez is a big guy doesn't mean he can't knock that down.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Knicks lead by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Welcome there. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. And that will wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the second half.
Welcome back as we get a beautiful aerial view of the Williamsburg Bridge connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. Conley out there with DeRozan. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then it's Zach Randolph. And it's Pachulia in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson.
Oh, man. DeRozan, his interior game, worthy of much respect. When he gets the ball in a good spot, he goes to work.
And Clark, just how important to a team is it to have a veteran presence on it? Like, how did the vets on the Pacers help you when you were a rookie or young player in the league?
You know what? I think it's invaluable, Kevin. I was a 21-year-old rookie. I left after my junior year at Ohio State. And veteran players, Herb Williams, have been there a year or two. Guys like Billy Knight and George Johnson, Butch Carter were around. And having those guys talk about what it takes, and we were a very young team and had young veterans, but still they were invaluable in terms of giving you an example of how to go about your business to be successful as a pro.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Parker. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Parker's got 8.
Parker really adept in the post. Sees angles, reads defenses, does both of those very well inside.
Charity stripe shot. Again, the Nets for 2.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Yeah, it's been a seesaw battle. Right now, I mean, as soon as one team grabs the lead, the other grabs it right back.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Randolph. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Nets.
and their offense centered around the three-point shot. That was the guiding principle on every trip. Their first goal was finding an open look beyond the arc, getting that extra point every chance they could.
Like seeing Redick work the screen there. Very effective at finding the room he needs to get his shot up.
DeRozan against Redick, and it's DeRozan missing. The Knicks with the lead.
And, you know, the big man, Brook Lopez, because he's so skilled as a scorer, doesn't get the credit he deserves defensively. He's not the most fleet-footed, that's for sure, but inside, I mean, he uses his size well to protect the rim.
T kicks to Parker. From outside the arc. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got his third rebound on the night. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And the other critique of Brook Lopez at the defensive end has been his rebounding. Not, Clark, the kind of numbers you expect from a 7-footer.
But ironically, Kevin, his team rebounds better when he's on the floor, though. Both he and his brother Robin are very good at boxing out, using their body and their size, and that leaves their teammates available to chase down rebounds.
And it's DeRozan missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Teague. Almost, but it rolls out. Nets trailed by 3. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Butler. Gay with the block.
And got to respect those long arms of Gay. I mean, superb at swatting shots away with those big hands.
Well, I tell you what, he is a deceptive athlete. When you look at Jabari Parker, he does a lot of things easily from an athletic standpoint. He's stronger than he looks, has much bounce and agility. Man, I love this guy's upside. Just hope he can stay healthy.
Conley kicks to DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Teague dishes to Butler. Over Conley. Butler can't get that one to fall. And for Parker, it seems that everything he does on the floor is slightly deceptive. Moves smoothly, Clark, but covers a ton of ground with his steps.
Yeah, despite his size, he's got a gracefulness that belies his size. He's smooth and effortless in all that he does. A lot of players matched up on him just get overwhelmed by his explosiveness. And his skill set is right on par with his athleticism. That's a dangerous combo.
And it's good for 2.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call them.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Randolph. Good on the 13-footer.
He might not elevate like some of the other guys on the court, but as we've learned, Randolph knows how to get the ball in the basket.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. New York ahead, leading by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Teague with the ball, and on the floor for New York here in the 4th. Jimmy Butler is out there with Parker. Then there's Teague. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Redick in at the 2. And Butler, here we go. Back to Teague, and the pass to Redick. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over DeRozan. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Redick's got the lead up to 6 now for New York. Nets shooting well, 50% from the floor. Now Conley. Pass to Gay. And DeRozan kicks to Randolph. DeRozan with a screen for Randolph. Shot from free throw range. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
you're starting to see some tired legs on those defenders as we come down the stretch here, Clark.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, fatigue really a factor. You can see the heavy legs, and that's why he was wide open on that shot. The defender just couldn't get to him.
Lopez kicks to T. Parker, a screen on Conley. Back to Lopez. And it's blocked. Redick against DeRozan. Outside Conley. Back to DeRozan over Redick. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from DeMar DeRozan.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Lopez a screen. Butler against Gay. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
Boy, you got to stay grounded on that pump fake. Butler really effective at getting the defender to jump into his space.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
It's DeRozan with the drive. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. New York called for the foul.
Boy, DeRozan is a treat to watch. This guy is athletic, and he throws down some monster dunks. This dude is sick at the rim.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
What a clutch performer. He loves being in these situations, just relishes the opportunity. A lot of guys say they do, but you can see it in his face. He truly does.
Gay against Butler. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
They set the pick. Parker passes to Redick. Unloads from 13. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists now in this one.
Phenomenal court vision by Parker. He really has all the tools to be a great player in this league.
Takes it to DeRozan. Shoots over Redick. And it's DeRozan missing.
And sometimes, you know, you don't capitalize off a good shot or a good look. Still, you got to keep letting those good looks fly.
Here's Lopez. And it's off from 3-point range. Nets trail by 6.
And at a certain point, there's just nothing more you can do.
This is it. This one's over, folks. Too little, too late.
DeRozan's shot is good.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
Here's Lopez. Excellent D there from Pachulia. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Conley kicks to DeRozan. Gay outside. Pass to Randall. Pachulia sets a screen for Randall to the inside. DeRozan doesn't go that time. The Knicks go the other way with it. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
You know, sometimes the great three-point shooters in the game don't carry that same success to the free throw line, but that's not the case with J.J. Redick. I mean, he's cash money from the stripe, too. Free throws go down, and the lead goes up.
Timeout called the Nets. They're down by 6. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Brook Lopez.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
There's 25 seconds left in the game. Here's DeRozan. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And you know what I like most about Teague is his confidence. I mean, he's unflappable. He's cool and composed, and yet plays the game with a real fire.
Clock's ticking. They got to get up a shot.
No time to waste at all. Got to let it go fast.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Randolph kicks to Gay. And here's Conley outside. Missed. And so it's the Knicks with the win. They seem to... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it.
No, man, ora tutti sanno no.